Hello, welcome, and today's topic is VPA. However, it is not much important from the exam point of perspective because it has many things, and exam time is very short. It's around 2 hours, and you have to solve 16 questions, and that are also too tough. And so, I won't expect this vertical pod auto-scaler question, but I can't say 100% because it's my assumptions. So, vertical pod autoscaler. So we have seen horizontal pod autoscaler means instance creation. Okay, means if traffic price or some memory utilization is increases, then based on that the pod will be created. And what is the vertical pod autoscaler is that increasing the resizing the size. Okay, so this won't for this increase in the size. There are, you can say, there are these modes: auto, recreate, initial, and so based on this, the pod restart require or things will happen. So the vertical pod autoscaler is a Kubernetes feature that automatically adjusts the CPU and memory request of your pod based on how much they are actually using. Normally, when we deploy a pod, we manually set the CPU and memory values, but workloads are not constant. So sometimes application need more memory, CPU, or something, and sometimes less. If you set the resources too low, the pod may slow down or even crash. If you set them too high, means you are wasting your resources, which is costly. So, VPA continuously watches how your pod is performing and it collects the CPU uses, memory uses, and out of memory events based on the data. It calculates and based on the resources, the best resource value and recommends or automatically applies them. This is the way pod always get the right amount of resources they need to run. So VPA has three main parts. There is a very less information available and discussion page is not allowed in examination. So VPA has three main thing. So if I draw a diagram, so I consider this is a VPA. So it has three parts. I'm not too expert this here. So this is now the third one is so let it be like this. So it has a three. So it has three main components: recommender, and this is updater, and this is admission control. So the first one is the recommender, which studies the uses of the data and decide the ideal CPU and memory should be. The second part is updater, which is responsible for eviction of the pod and the restart needed or how the pod will be updated. And the third is the admission control, which adjusts the CPU and memory settings before a new pod even starts. So these three parts keep the workload balanced and healthy. So there are one main thing also which we have seen here. There are modes. So there are four modes. Auto, initial, and recreate, and off. So this is the mode. We'll discuss shortly what mode does, but I'm sorry for the bad diagram. I will improve this on. But for time being, bear with me. Auto, initial, recreate, and off. So there are the four main modes. So auto means this mode is currently the same as recreate. So first we'll learn the recreate. What does the recreate mean? The VPA set the right CPU and memory values when the pod is start. If the actual users later changes a lot, VPA evicts and delete and restart the pod, and it can sum back with the new resource request. This helps keep the pod correctly resized. Here, one main terms is also there. That is the in place. So in place is introduced in a week, means introduced early in the Kubernetes, but that was in not in the beta, but in V33 it's in the beta. But then also the it will not automatically without restarting the pod, the changes will not be possible. Means in initial this in initial mode this is the supported with the in short means in place means the changes will be done without restarting the pod, but this feature is not fully supported with the Kubernetes 3.1.34 as well. So it allows manual in place resizing of the CPU and without deleting or restarting the pod. So technically, Kubernetes itself can now handle in-place resource changes. For example, if you manually edit running pod resources request using kubectl edit pod and your cluster has feature enabled, means from 1.33 it's a by default beta, so the container can address its resources on the fly. But VPN, this feature current status is not integrated. So in place scaling feature exists in Kubernetes, but VBA doesn't use it yet. Integration is still in progress. So what is the takeaway? Means is that if you want to test in place resizing, you must do it manually using API or kubectl edit. If you rely on VPA, it will still evict and recreate the pod, even though the cluster supports in-place scaling. So there are four modes. Auto mode means auto currently recreate. This might change to in-place in future, but not yet. The VPA assign resource requests on the pod creation as well update them on existing pod by evicting them when request resources differ significantly. New recommendations means new pod created with the updated resources. Okay, the VPA only assign resources request on the pod creation and never change them later. The auto means behaves same as the recreate, but what is the recreate? Recreate deletes old pod, create new ones with the CPU and memory, and auto will behave same, but it is with change. It will use in place update in future. And what is initial set values only when the pod is created, and off only gives the recommendations. PBA does not automatically change the resource requirement of the pod. The recommendation are calculated and can be inspected by the VP of the pod. So we'll do this lab tomorrow, and so we'll understand what are these 3 4 modes and these 3 things in details. Thank you so much for your love and support.